Welcome to the fantastic Museum of Making. It's an awesome place, isn't it? We framed this conference in terms of productivity, and what we really want to do was bring people together because there's awesome capability in the region.
This is a project that we started a few years ago. We both work in Rolls-Royce, gas turbines in the defence part of the business. And we started a project with the MOD which allowed us to effectively rip up the rule book and do things differently. And seeing a quote like this from our customer saying it's the most remarkable thing he'd seen in 30 years of working with propulsion teams was not just great validation that we'd done good things, but made us very happy that our customer was also on the same page as we were.
The thing about radical, radical comes from a word like radish or roots, and it goes down to what are we really here to do? And many people think radical means reckless. I would suggest to you that you're reckless if you're not radical.
Essentially, that's where we want to get to. We want to get to a connected world. We want to use data. I think this is a common challenge, no matter whether you're in a pharma organisation, whether you're in an aerospace organisation, whether you're in a small to medium-sized company. It's the same thing. It's about how do we use data to generate insight to allow us to make faster decisions to deliver value back to our customers, in our world, our patients.
In our journey to include, to engage with people, to get the best from people, to bring out the best of ourselves, we will all, from time to time, get things wrong. And the key is to be able to recognize it, to accept it, and hopefully for the people we're talking to accept that too, and then to move on and continue the journey.
Yes, we know there is bias out there, and yes, we know that there are challenges in society, but let's not use those as an excuse not to become the best that we can be. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from, how much money you might have in your back pocket. There is still opportunity out there. We should not be hiding behind messages of, well, because you look a certain way, therefore you're never going to achieve much. Let's go out there and fight for what is ours. Let's go out and fight to achieve. Let's fight to be the best that we can be and not hide behind excuses. Society has challenges, but yeah, there are challenges everywhere. Let's kick on as a people.
I mean, inclusion is about everybody feeling included, so to focus in on one or the other is not a helpful perspective. It's not about being divisive, it's about how do we make an environment where it works for everyone.
I've been recruiting or working with teams over the years. It's very much you need people that can see the elephants, can be curious, can ask those questions, can bring teams together, whether that's engineering teams or cross-functional teams, but those that can bring people together to problem solve and collaborate and facilitate those conversations, because that's where you get the value, and the productivity is by people coming together to deliver those solutions.
When I speak about all sorts of things like I did today, around managing your emotions, performing under pressure, you know, what marginal gains is really about, overcoming adversity and so on. But, you know, if there's one key takeaway, it's that nobody is born with an innate ability to anything, and neither is an organisation. You can learn everything in life.
I guess in putting this conference together, we had a choice as well. Did we talk about lean, agile stuff to people who already love lean, agile stuff? And we chose not to. We chose to talk about lived experience and stories and how things aren't really glossy and how stuff that are promised out of the box don't really work. And it's in the adversity where insight and learning comes.
And thank you, all of you. I mean, you have traveled far and wide, I think, to get here, taken a day out of your working schedule. So thank you very much for spending today with us.